I'm the ASMR psychologist. Welcome to my channel. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a diagram that will help you to, here's my kettle, understand a little bit more about confidence. Why we can lose it, and how, probably more importantly, we can get it back. And I've had a particular request for a chalkboard version of these videos instead of the usual whiteboard. So let's see how it goes. If you like the chalkboard version, let me know in the comments, and then maybe we can mix it up a little bit and have a combination of whiteboard and chalkboard videos. Okay, so confidence is, well, it's a bit of a superpower, really. It underpins, or it's the foundation of contentment, satisfaction, generally happiness. The flip side of that is that if it is lacking, it makes you vulnerable to developing problems like anxiety, depression, and similar mental health, emotional problems. A lack of confidence just does make everything much harder. And linked to that, confidence allows us to access all of our natural abilities and talents. Actually, it boosts them. A lack of confidence often means that we can't access our natural talents, and they often go to waste. So it's pretty important. And the starting point, if you are struggling with confidence, is understanding as much as you possibly can about confidence. Because understanding, as I often say in these videos, puts us in a much stronger position to make changes if we need to. So let's do that now. Let's understand as much as we can about confidence. So, if you watch these videos regularly, you won't be surprised when I say that it's not what happens in the world that affects how we feel. It's the sense that we make of it. So, we'll write quite small, just to highlight the fact that events are a very, very small part of this process. The most important part is the meaning we attach to things, how we think about things. In this case, how we think about ourselves. So, a lack of confidence often derives from the belief, I can't. Along with that comes all sorts of predictions about failing, embarrassing ourselves, and generally making a mess. This thought then creates anxiety Now, to a certain extent, anxiety is important when we have to perform. It kind of primes us to do so. It makes us more alert, fired up. But too much anxiety that is driven by self-doubting thoughts, is often overwhelming. And instead of enhancing our performance, it undermines it. So in this situation here, the anxiety would lead to poor performance. Which of course would then feed back into the belief, I can't. So every time you're in a particular situation, this thought is going to be triggered, and it will be being reinforced by this. So you're going to get caught in a cycle, and you can see how quite quickly confidence can start to take a nosedive, until eventually what happens is, in response to the anxiety, we stop trying at all, and we hide, or we avoid. And what this does is it prevents us from gathering the evidence that we can manage. And it reinforces this idea even more that we can't. So, what do we do? Well, we have to create a different cycle. And it starts again with our thoughts, how we think about things. Instead of I can't, I can. Or to begin with, I'm going to try. I'm going to just give it my best shot and see what happens. Now, this is, particularly if the situation is challenging, is still going to create some anxiety, but it's going to create anxiety with a small a. Hopefully, the type of anxiety that helps us, that boosts our performance, gives us the edge. That we are able to have an experience that we can store away in our memory banks. The next time we're faced with a challenge, and this will support us in that subsequent challenge, which will, over time, via this cycle, this more positive cycle, start to build up our confidence, our self-belief. Now, this takes a little bit of a leap of faith, particularly if for many years we've been thinking the opposite of this. But what I hope is that knowing what follows this way of thinking about things will give you the courage to give this cycle a try. Because confidence is the key to everything, really. Now, I hope that this video is helpful. If it was, maybe think about sharing it with someone else who you feel could benefit from it. If you watch these videos regularly, you'll know that my kind of actual job, my real job, is as a psychologist, which is a great job, but it means I can only help one person at a time. What I love about YouTube is it means I can help hundreds of people at a time. Hopefully, in time, that 100 will turn to thousands and tens of thousands. So, if you did find this helpful, I'd really appreciate if you can help me with that endeavour. Because although very simple, this is such an effective way of changing your experience of life, how you feel on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so thank you for watching today. Hopefully you will join me next week for some more psychology tips. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy whatever you're doing next. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.